Hi guys, and welcome to another stream, and we are going to be streaming the North London derby, except we're not in London, we're actually in America. Oh, sorry, not America, Hong Kong, should I say. My bad, because some of the other games were taking place in USA. And yeah, Dorito Chip W profile, let me switch it over here. Just let me switch this over. So welcome guys. Also, this might be a little bit too far down. I think I changed it a little bit, the cam angle. Yeah, I don't think it's the best camera angle at the moment, but yeah, it's not in USA. Sorry, my bad. It was the Man United games were in USA. I was looking at that. But yeah, we are going to be in Hong Kong for this North London derby, Arsenal versus Spurs, of course. And yeah, it's going to be Victor Gyokeres' debut. DinoDoomz is going to be watching this one with us. It's been a while. You got your Ballon d'Or right there as well. So yeah, can't wait for this one. It's going to be Thomas Frank's debut as a coach, as far as we've seen. I haven't seen his previous game, so it's technically my debut for him. Also going to be Gyokeres' debut. He's not starting, but he's going to be coming on. So here we go. It's going to be Hong Kong, North London Derby edition. Are we ready? By the way, that Spurs kit actually looks pretty clean on the what they're wearing today. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we begin. There we go. So it looks like that Arsenal's going to take our kickoff, I think. Yeah. Just cleared away by Tottenham there. A little bit of pressure from Arsenal. The lineups are going to be as follows. So for Arsenal, the starting 11 is Raya, Ben White, Miles Lewis-Skelly, Saliba, Kiwior, Rice, Norgard is on. Odegaard, Martinelli, Kai Havertz, and Saka. For Tottenham, it is going to be Vicario, Pedro Porro, Spence, Christian Romero, Mickey van de Ven, Odbert, Sarr, Kudus, Benteke, Bergval, so I say Bentasha, and Richarlison right there. Also, that was a pretty close chance for Arsenal there. Very early on in this game. We're only 40 seconds in, and we're already seeing, a lot of pressure from this Arsenal side trying to beat Tottenham here. It's going to be a very good sign if Arsenal do beat Tottenham, just to assert dominance, really, before we go into the actual season. What's your thoughts on who can win this match? And do you think, as well, DinoDoomz, Victor Gyokeres is going to be a good sort of pick for Arsenal as a striker, really?
Yeah, he was technically the top scorer last season in Europe, but Liga Portugal goals do count as less than Mbappe's La Liga goals. But he still scored a handful of goals, and I think Arsenal sort of need that from a player in the striker position. They need a goal scorer.
Yeah, and that corner was just taken a little bit quickly there, and it's just going to be cleared away by Tottenham, trying to find a fast break there from one of their forwards. Can you actually pull up the FootMob lineup on here? Yeah, because you can see the chat up here anyway. We'll just use the FootMob lineup too, so we can also see that. But yeah, W so far this game. Already a lot of energy here. And yeah, it looks like that Arsenal, again, are going to be just playing this quick free kick on the side. It's going to be Saka now with the ball on the right wing. He's now going to pass that in to Norgard, the new signing. Now with Ben White. And now it's going to go all the way back here to Saliba. Hopefully he doesn't make too many silly mistakes this season, Saliba, because, of course, we saw, last season he made quite a few, especially against Real when I was watching their games. You also saw a couple of mistakes from him.
Yeah. Also,
you have to come close, I think, to the mic.
Yeah. Is Gyokeres actually playing?
No, he's a substitute. Okay. So Gyokeres will come on later in this game. 100% is confirmed because he's in the subs. He hasn't played yet, so this is going to be technically his first time playing in an Arsenal kit. Saka gives a cross, and that's going to be out for a corner. Brilliant little play there by Bukayo Saka. And Mikel Arteta is just talking to, I think that's the set-piece coach there, just giving a little bit of a chat to him, just on maybe some new strategies they can implement here. Also move that there. Did I put a poll? No, I did not. Dorito Chip, I'll put a poll up. Yeah, we should put up a poll. Who will win? Who are you going for? And then we'll have Arsenal, Tottenham, neither. There we go. Okay, we put up a poll there, and that corner is just going to be sent straight out. That misconnection from one of the Arsenal players.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Odegaard. Just doesn't connect well with that little ball. But yeah, let's have a look at the bench here. We just see who Arsenal and Tottenham are using on the bench. So for Arsenal, they've got, Gyokeres on the bench. They've also got Reece Nelson on the bench. Trossard, Nwaneri, he's very good. Mikel Mourinho, he's not playing yet. Zubimendi's having a little bit of a break too. So, yeah, there's not really any sort of pressure to play, the full squad in this game, Moscata. For Tottenham, similarly, we've got, Archie Gray on the bench as well. Danso, Maddison, Bissouma, Son's on the bench. He's going to be a bench player from now on for Tottenham as well, I heard. That's what the coach was deciding. And also Mathis Tell is on the bench too. So there's some key players on the bench for both.
Son's a bench player?
Yeah, Son a bench player. That's what the coach Thomas Frank was suggesting there. That's why I feel like, Tottenham would have done good this season if Ange was still the coach. I feel like, he would have implemented a little bit more better strategy, maybe got a couple of players that aren't injury prone, like half the squad last season. So, yeah, I do think that would have been a smarter play to keep Ange, but we'll see how Thomas goes. We'll see how he goes.
If I'm right, Norgard is from Norway, right?
Yeah, same as Odegaard, yeah.
So that might be a bit of chemistry in the midfield there for both of them.
Yeah, and he's pretty young too. He's pretty young. And that's a little pass over, just cleared away with a header there by Lewis Skelly. It's going to be a goal kick for Tottenham there. Also, let's just keep that on. Just there. Okay, good. Of course, Richarlison's leading the line today for Tottenham, so maybe we can see a little bit of him. Haven't watched Richarlison in quite a while, so, this is going to be first time in quite a bit seeing him. Vicario just passes out over to the right side there, where Porro now just sends that forward, and that's going to be cleaned up by Kiwior. Now with Lewis Skelly. Back to, who is that? I think that's Saliba? Yeah, Kiwior. And what team am I rooting for specifically, Dorito Chip? I'm just neutral for this one, to be honest. Yeah, I'll just go neutrally for fair commentation for either teams. Of course, Dynamite's wearing an Arsenal kit. Fair enough. Just go for the neutral takes here, though.
I think this is the third kit, right?
Yeah, it's the third kit from the previous season. And that's a quick ball lob down the field. Saka just trying to find that one from, I think Kiwior just sent that. And it's going to be cleaned up nice and easily there by Spence. Yeah, Spence did a good job. Live with Mini Dino. No, he's live with Landmine. Yeah, your new name's now Landmine.
Why is it Landmine?
I don't know. By the way, you have to talk really loud since you're far from the mic. Wait, maybe I can bring this there. And that throw-in is just going to be won back by Arsenal there. Little play by Odegaard. And Ben White just sends it back into the defense. Saliba to Kiwior. Hi, CDF. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. And what channel are you watching on? So the information, I'll say this once, the information for where to watch is in the description. It's only available on Arsenal's website, arsenal.com, or Tottenham's website, tottenham.com. Or I don't know what their website's thing is. Why is Dino hiding behind the mic? I don't know why he's hiding. He's been a bit strange. Here's a chance for Arsenal. Oh, that was a good chance. Vicario just collects that. Kai Havertz is appealing for a penalty. I don't think so. And hi, Elias. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. And hi, Seek, as well. Welcome. Hope everyone's doing good. Dino, you know his name sounds like Dynamite, and it go Plode, and he's on land, and Landmine Plode. Okay, I guess fair enough. You want to be called Landmine?
I guess if you guys want to call me Landmine, then yeah.
Yeah, well, you can keep hiding behind the microphone. And it's going to be now a free kick for Romero just in the defense. I think it was out for offside. Thomas Frank's telling to push this down the field. Yes, this is my brother, Seek. And yes, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking, Elias. Hope you are doing good. Yeah, my brother's here reacting to this one today. Because this game was pretty exclusive, only on the Arsenal website, or on the club websites, should I say, so you couldn't watch it without me. It's now going to be with Tottenham on the left. That's a little pass there through by... Who is that? I just need a... Why is your phone's screen never stay on, by the way?
It's because it doesn't know what it's doing.
Audibert there. He just does an okay little pass through, but is cleared out of the box. And Hayu Gank sent to Al Nassr Academy. He's currently playing in a pretty good academy, so, maybe you want to go to Al Nassr Academy in the future. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe one day.
Maybe one day, yeah. For sure. What's your name on your Arsenal t-shirt?
I don't have a name. It's blank.
It's a blank shirt. Same with me, my Inter kit's blank. I don't have an Arsenal shirt, so I just wore, the Inter kit. Don't have a Tottenham shirt either. And this cross is going to be taken by... Who's taking that one? I think that's Bergvall.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bergvall's taking... Mohamed Kudus is playing, by the way.
Looks like Richarlison, kind
I know, it kind of looks like Richarlison, I'm going to say.
Just the haircut.
And that is almost an Olympiaco. Oh my goodness, Bergvall almost scored from the corner. They are so lucky, Arsenal, to clear that one away. Oh my goodness, that was an Olympiaco, so close. Am I Arsenal today? No, I'm neither. I'm a neutral. DinoDoomz just wearing the kit for the team. Usually we try and wear the kits of one of the teams that's playing. Oh my god, that Olympiaco. That was so close to going in. But yeah, I still got my gripes about Arsenal, about, the Real Madrid knockout from the previous season. So, I go and watch them neutrally, though. I try and be neutral for all commentation.
I don't actually have a Spurs shirt, so...
Saliba sends that one down the field there. It's a little push-up field from Saka. That's a nice little play, just cleaned up, nice and easy by... You know what, I'm going to put this on here. That was cleaned up nice and easily by Arsenal's defense. Sorry, Tottenham's defense. Sorry, just multitasking at the moment. That's why I'm getting a bit distracted. There we go. And now Tottenham trying to bring this one down the field. And that is going to be passed back by Audibert. Now down to Mickey van der Ven. Now with Bergvall. And Lamo, what's your opinion on the Club World Cup winner, being Chelsea?
Yeah, so they did quite a good run, I guess. How many games did they lose? Only one, right?
Yeah, they only lost one game against Flamengo.
Yeah, and then Palmer really just brought them through that game against PSG. And Robert Sanchez was playing brilliant in that game too, so I think they deserved it.
Yeah.
Especially with how the defense was playing. What was the final score for that match? 3-0?
Yeah,
right?
I think it was something. I think it was 3-0.
Yeah.
It was a while ago. This is going to be now a Tottenham corner again, just cleared away by Arsenal in for a corner for their city rivals. And it looks like that this will be sent in by Porro. Pedro Porro is going to take this one. And Pedro Porro sends that one to the back post, just caught by David Raya. Not going to let that one get past him. There's a foul. That is a terrible foul. I think it's played advantage by the referee. Richarlison really just trying to shove there. Declan Rice kicks this one out. And I don't know if this will go back to Raya. I don't know. There was not really much advantage there, to be honest. Playing Son's a bench player today. I think he's going to be a bench player from now on, I'm pretty sure as well. Because the coach wants to change up, Tottenham's team moving forward. The new coach, Thomas Frank. That's his name, right? Thomas Frank.
Yeah.
Pretty sure, yeah. I'm pretty sure he's Brentford's old coach as well. Yeah, Son's sitting on the bench there, just showing him now. Gyokeres is going to play. He's on the bench currently, but he's going to make his debut probably in the second half, I would imagine. He wasn't on the bench last game, but he is for sure this game, so he will probably play, most likely. We haven't seen a debut yet, so he needs to start wearing the Arsenal shirt and start, performing, so the team can build chemistry around him and such. And your mom's making more bread. Hope it's banana bread. Yeah, hope so for you too as well. Because banana bread is pretty goated. Dorito chip. And this is going to be passed back to Saliba from Kiwior. Do you say Saliba or Saliba?
Both. I just say sometimes.
You say something.
Either.
And this is going to be now pressed forward there by Norga. I think that was a small foul there, but it's going to be continued play. A very, very vicious gameplay. I got to say, more vicious than the Nasser versus Toulouse game. That is for certain. And all the way back to Vicario. Just by Bentasha. And now with Bentasha, now passes to Porro. Now Mohamed Kudus. And he passes back to Porro. Now Porro to Christian Romero. And Romero chips that down the field, trying to find Richarlison. And this should be a nice little mop-up by David Raya. Yeah, he just sends that one down the field. That was actually a good ball because he finds Saka on a run. Might have been offside. I think it was offside, yeah. And hi, Master Game. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. And play some games. No, we're doing a reaction to the North London Derby today, Master Game. Usually I do a mix of different stuff, so that's why today we are reacting to a match. Yesterday we also reacted to a match, but yeah, it's, football, big thing for me, and, what I like, so I just do what I like, to be honest. We'll do gaming later, 100%, just not at the moment. And this is going to be now back with Tottenham in the midfield, Bergvall. Now with Mohamed Kudus. And now he passes over to Porro. Now back to Bentasha. And Bentasha is going to play to Porro, who passes the back to the defense there, Romero. Now with Bentasha, back to Romero. And now with Bentasha, now to Porro. Back, Romero. Bentasha. Porro. They're really just trying to build some suspense here, Tottenham, for their attack. And now with Mohamed Kudus. What do you think of Mohamed Kudus so far, by the way?
Yeah, he came from West Ham, right?
Yeah, he came from West Ham.
I feel like he's a very explosive player, so he goes forward quickly, and then he sort of brings forward his midfield, and he does a couple of passes with them. Then I think he tries to find that open space in the defensive gap. So in this case, it would be Lewis Skelly and Kivior. He tries to sort of go through that gap and then maybe bring a cross in or take a shot.
Yeah. I also think as well that Kudus will sort of provide some, width on the wing to allow for more overlaps, especially with Porro now able to move past him and, open some space. He's more of a playmaking inside sort of type forward. So, yeah, definitely he's going to allow for more, very passing gameplay. Tottenham in the box here. This should be cleared by Arsenal. No, it's brought back to Oldenburg. Oldenburg, sorry.
I do think Spence and Odobert will overlap with each other, like Porro on the right.
Yeah.
Because I know Spence does like going forward a lot.
I think Son might be subs for Richarlison now, more so as a striking type of player rather than a winger. I think that might be the case. That was a very good through ball lofted by, who was that? Bentasha. Just trying to find Richarlison there. Doesn't find him. And that's going to be a goal kick. Of course, this game held in Hong Kong. Watch the Barca match too. The Barca match, I think, is already happening. It's 2-1 currently. FC Seoul scored. But I don't actually have access to the Barca match. Unfortunately, I don't have access to it.
Ooh, that was an attack there for Arsenal, by the way. I think it should now be a corner?
Yeah, I don't know. Declan Rice just had a nice little attack there. Nice little sporadic attack. Let's see this, actually.
Ooh, that looked offside.
Yeah, it kind of did look offside. I think there was a touch there. Declan just takes a shot. I think it deflects off of Porro. It might do. Let's have a look what Declan does here. Yeah, it deflects off. Should be a corner.
So, yeah, it's either a corner or offside.
Oh, it's live streaming on YouTube. Okay, I see. I see. I guess if it's on YouTube, we can take a look. Barcelona. Is this it? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, 2-1. Well, I got that up on the side as well. I can tell you guys if Barca score. We'll focus on the North London Derby, though. Of course, that is the theme of the stream. But, yeah, 100% I got the Barca match now up on the left here. Currently, it looks like that Barca do have some possession. And that's a little lofted. That was actually really nice. And there's going to be a shot just deflected away. Offside. Arsenal once again just in the box offside there. And it's going to be now a free kick for Tottenham in the defence. Let's have a look here. Yeah, just an offside pass by... Is that Norgard, I think? Norgard and Odegaard, like... I feel like they look very similar. I don't know. Just from range. They look pretty similar. And Vicario is going to take this goal kick. And he just launches that one down the field. Just trying to find Onbert. And that's going to be now a throw for Raya. Just onto the right side here for Ben White. And you're starting a pacifist run in Undertale. That's a W. So good luck, Dorito Chip, on that. On your pacifist run. Hope you have fun, you know, because I tried Undertale a little bit. It's actually pretty fun. 100% going to live stream it in the coming weeks for sure. I haven't forgotten about it, what I said. And it's going to be a free kick for Arsenal. And Ben White takes that free kick there, just to Saka.
Back to White. Saliba.
Now with Kiwior. And now Arsenal might just... Yeah, they're just going to retain some possession at the back. Maybe boost up that possessional stat. Because if we have a look at the possessional stats currently, it is... in the head-to-head, 52% Tottenham, 48% Arsenal. They are behind in terms of possession, you know, playmaking, but for sure should be built up by Arteta over the game, 100%. Currently, the highest rated player is going to be Pape Sarr. He is by far the highest rated. Don't know why. I guess he's set up most of the chances, really. Jesse Lingard as well just had a shot there for FC Seoul. It's going to be thrown for Barcelona in their game. Just in other news.
Spence to Vicario to Van de Ven.
And Van de Ven just going to play that to Spence. That's a nice little ball by Spence, but Ottenbert doesn't get the best hold on it. Ben White does mop him up pretty quickly. And Ben White passes back to Kiwior.
There's a...
You thought it was a goal for
yeah,
Barcelona?
That was close.
Yeah, Danny Olmo just hits it on the side there in the Barcelona game. Now it's going to be Kiwior. Now with Ben White. That was a misread from White and Saka. I don't think they're on the same wavelength there because White just sends it straight past Saka. And it's now going to be with Tottenham. And now with Van de Ven. Back to Vicario. Very slow build-up play so far. 21st minute, no goals. No goals, 21st minute. Which is, you know, surprising. Usually there's a lot of drama in the North London derby. But yeah, it seems like this one's a little bit more calm. I guess they're not trying to risk any injuries, any fatigue as well. You're going to do your lightless run and pressure. No problem, not so chap. Hope you have fun doing your lightless run. And good luck, I guess. It's going to be a throw in here for Arsenal. Just taken quickly by Lewis Skelly. It's from Kiwior to Saliba. Back to Kiwior. Yeah, that's why I'm giving you all the luck you need. Not so chap, because I know it's going to be hard, 100%. And bye, bro.
By the way, that's a goal for FC Seoul.
FC Seoul's just scored, okay. Who scored? Was it Jesse Lingard?
I'm not sure who scored.
I don't know who that is. I don't know. Someone in FC Seoul scored. It's now 2-2 against Barca. Love to see it. That's something that puts a smile on my face at the moment. Because, yeah, it's just such a good play from Seoul just to break down this Barca side. And back onto the Arsenal-Tottenham game. Yeah, that's a foul by Lewis Skelly there. Just fouls Oldenburg. Is that Oldenburg or was that Kudus? Might have been Kudus. There's a very quick chance for Tottenham just to maybe get a goal there, but they just get that cleared away by Arsenal. Kai Havertz using some strength. That is not a foul. That should be a throw-in for Arsenal. Pretty sure that's a huge dive there from Van de Ven. Yeah, it's a dive. You don't have the strength to survive a Kai Havertz push, let's be honest. And Sachat beat pressure, and it's a Roblox game. Here's you friended. W's Dorito Chip. W's that you guys are friended on Roblox. And nope. We have a bot. Let me just fix that up. There we go. Delete message. No, thank you, Mr. Bot on Twitch. And also, Master Gaming, I don't know if you're still watching or not, but if you are, I did respond to you earlier. I said that we'll play some games after, but at the moment, we are, of course, doing the North London derby. And also, occasionally, if the Barca or CL score in their game, we'll cover that. But yeah, North London derby. It's an exciting match, of course. One of the biggest matches in the Premier League. Biggest matchup, should I say.
Yamal just scored, by the way.
Yamal just scored, okay. Okay. That's great. Let's just see this play by Mohamed Kudus. Yeah, that was a quick one. It's deflected. Well, I think that deflection actually messed up Arsenal a little bit. Because when Kudus shot, I think it deflected to a Tottenham player. I think it deflected to Richarlison, so it sort of affected them a little bit more.
I do think Rice cleaned up that chance. I think he was the one who cleared it away.
Yeah. And it's going to be now a throw for Tottenham just onto the side there. I think it was actually a free kick. Was that actually a free kick for Van de Ven's little tackle?
Yeah.
That is crazy. How they're getting a free kick for that. Okay, this is Raya just collecting Kudus' little chance there. And now Ben White. Ben White passes back to Saliba. Now to Raya. And Raya now over to the side where it looks like Lewis Kelly just lobs that forward. And it goes straight out. Tottenham throwing. 25th minute. So let me also remove this maybe. Okay. So far as well, most of the chat going for Arsenal, which is a W, you know. And 23% Tottenham fans, which is also a W. You can't watch this. What's the lineup and formation for Arsenal? So, lineup and formation. So, for Arsenal, it's a 4-3-3. Tottenham is a 4-2-3-1. And as we mentioned the lineup at the very start of the game, I'll re-mention it here. Raya is the goalkeeper. Miles Lewis-Skelly, Kiwior, Saliba, Ben White as the defense. Rice, Norgard, and Odegaard as the midfield. And Martinelli, Kai Havertz, and Bukayo Saka as the forwards. Gyokeres is going to be a substitute for this game. He should come on in the second half, though. He should 100% come on. 100% he'll come on in the second half and possibly perform really well, too. Also, if we do this quickly. Also, it's halftime in the Barcelona versus CL game. Halftime. And Vicario now reaching the ball for Tottenham. Just after a little pass back from Van de Ven. Now back to Vicario after a 1-2 from Bentasha. Kicked forward. How's Havertz looking finally back in the team? He looks good. I don't think he'll start as a striker 100% because Gyokeres is so much better than him. But we'll have to wait and see what the plan is. Maybe we'll play as an AM more so. That is a shot and just missed. Whoa, this Tottenham very close to scoring there. I think it was Bergvall who shot. Oh, who was it?
Odegaard, I think.
Yeah, Odegaard. It was sort of a mix-up there between the both because both seem to be on the end of that shot there. Yeah, Odegaard just gets a deflection. Again, a deflection just almost messing up Arsenal there. It just hits the outer post and bounces out. Oh, that was so close to Arsenal going behind again. After, of course, the first major chance was the Olympiaco by, I think it was actually Porro. I did say before it was Bergvall, but Porro has got the white hair as well, so he's sort of decorated himself like that. Is Kudus taking that corner? I think so.
Yeah, but it's... Oh, I thought that was a goal kick, by the way.
And Kudus almost just sends it straight in. I think the Tottenham player actually kicked that out. I think Tottenham player just kicked that straight out of the goal. Richarlison. Did Richarlison just defend for Arsenal? I don't know.
I think so.
Kudus almost just sent that straight in again.
It hit the post, and then it bounced off Richarlison's hand.
Oh my goodness. So Tottenham has almost scored 2 Olympiacos in the span of one half. That is insane.
Richarlison should really be finishing that. I don't think he knew the post was going to get there.
Yeah, I know. He 100%, that is a bad, not finishing. That was literally a tap in. The tappiest tap in too.
And said he hits it with his hand over the goal. At least hit in the goal with your hand.
With his hand? Wait, he actually touched that?
Yeah, hit his hand.
Okay. That's
he
crazy.
Went to do a header, but like this, and it's like...
Yeah, you really should have finished that one, Richarlison. Would have put Tottenham in the lead, but no. Not the case. Arsenal very lucky by that. And now it's going to be Lewis Skelly with a throw in here in the attacking half. Lewis Skelly, honestly, is so good. As a left back, in general, coming up forward as an attacker too. He just genuinely, he's like one of these wonder kids that really can perform on the big stage. And he's not going to drop off anytime soon. You can already see that he's just so talented. Arsenal really just got a gem on their hands there with Lewis Skelly. And Nwaneri as well. When Nwaneri starts playing, major competitions with the team most of the time. Of course, one of the highlights of last season was the City-Arsenal game. I did actually manage to watch that one, not on stream, but I watched it personally with you, DinoDoomz, I think.
Yeah.
And there were so many goals. I think it was like 5-2, right? 5-1.
5-1.
Yeah, 5-1. Haaland did score what was originally supposed to be... Was it the equaliser or was it the opener?
Yeah, it was the equaliser.
Yeah, the equaliser. And then Arsenal dominated in the second half. Absolutely shredded their team to bits. Now Raya. Raya sends this one down the ground. Just trying to meet one of the Arsenal forwards there. Does actually manage to meet Declan Rice. Rice still going for it. And then Saka. Oh, that was a missed time pass, Saka. He really should have been a bit better there. Luckily, Odegaard does win this one back. Odegaard now. Now back to Norgard. Now with Kiwior. Now to Saliba. Now with Odegaard again. Ben White. I think White should be the starting right back. I think that should be the case.
I don't think they really have anyone else that could really start over
Besides
him.
Timber.
Oh, yeah, Timber.
Is Timber still in the team?
Super sub. I'm not sure.
Odegaard does a little clip over, and it's just headed away by Porro. Nice little header. Kudus trying to reach the end of that, but luckily is obtained by Lewis Skelly. Back to Kiwior. Now with Saliba. Just a little clip to Saka. And let's see what Saka does. Oh, that was a brilliant skill by Saka. Is just going to be cleared away by Tottenham. And it's a free kick for Tottenham as well. A little bit weak. A little bit weak of a free kick. But Saka does, I think, maybe stand on Bentasha's foot there. Let's have a look. The skill's nice. Goes past both players there. And, yeah, just clips into Bentasha. Fair free kick, I'd say. Fair. Arsenal have to be careful more so on the defense, though. They are missing Gabriel. You can see his presence is missing, for sure, in this game. Just medics coming out here to treat Bentasha. Yeah, it is going to be a cooling break, so we will put, the cooling break back up on here. Let me just get that. Cooling break. Just remind me to turn that off after, because sometimes I'll leave it on for half the match. There's going to be... They're just showing some highlights here of Mohamed Kudus. He looks so good, Mohamed Kudus. I got to say, he's looking really nice. Same as well with Spence. He's just looking good on that left-back side. Very, strong in the tackles. Van der Ben is always a delight to see play. He was, a dive merchant a little bit before, but of course... it was needed because that was a very dangerous attack from Arsenal. And here, of course, now it's going to be still the cooling break continuing. I think it's just ending up now because the Arsenal players are walking back out into the field. What do you think the final score might be, DinoDoomz?
I do think this will be a low-scoring game because, of course, both teams do have good defense. Like with Salah back there. Is Gabriel on the bench or is he injured?
I think he's on the bench. Mosquera is on. He's a new signing. Nah, he's not on the bench. I think he's still injured. Yeah, he's not listed actually in the injury list. Calafiori's listed, Timber's listed, and Gabriel Jesus is listed. But Gabriel, the centre back, is not on there. So maybe he's still having a break.
Yeah, but still, they do have Saliba, Kiwior, they have Lewis Skelly, who's very physical, And then Tottenham have Romero and Van de Ven, and then they do have Spence in the left back.
Yeah.
As well as Poro.
Yeah, exactly.
I do think Arsenal, they will sub on Zubamendi in the second half, as well as Gyokeres. So I think this will be a low-scoring match, maybe 1-0.
Yeah,
you could 1-1.
We could also see as well. So I think the subs will be for the second half. Gyokeres, Trossard, Nwaneri, I think maybe. We're going to see Mourinho 100%, Zubamendi, and also Mosquera. Do you think they'll put on Rojas as a sub keeper? I don't think. I think that Ray will stay the whole game. I'm surprised that Kepa isn't on as a sub. Because Kepa is one of the new signings, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Madueke, is he in the team yet?
Yeah, I don't think he's in the sub list yet, though. Madueke. And let's see for Tottenham's substitutes that could occur. That most likely will. Archie Gray, 100%. Ben Davies, Dance. So you can see Madison, 100% coming on. Son will come on for sure. And Mathis Tell will come on as well. You looked at Clash of Clans gold collectors rankings. Someone got 12 billion. They played 15 hours every day. 12 billion from Clash of Clans gold? That is insane, Zeta. That is insane. What the heck? And also, welcome as well. Didn't say welcome. Hope you're doing good, Zeta. That's 12 billion gold from a Clash of Clans gold collector. It's crazy. And there's going to be 10 minutes left of this half remaining until halftime.
I think Ben Tancha just got a yellow card there, by the way.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, he did.
Bit of a dive from Saka, I will say that. That's a little bit of a dive. He does get clipped slightly. It's not too much, though.
Yeah.
It's very, very weak.
I wouldn't really say that's a yellow. It might still be a foul, but not
Yeah,
a
it's
yellow.
a foul, 100%, not a yellow. 100%.
I do think Rice will be taking this one.
Yeah, and we know Rice is very good at free kicks. Hopefully you can get the placement, pinpoint on this one, maybe put Arsenal ahead. That's what Arsenal will be hoping for, of course, especially since Tottenham were very close with their 2 Olympiacos chances, and of course that little deflection chance before that got hit off the inside post. Rice takes. That's a very good free kick, but it just doesn't meet anyone. That was actually very nice. See the curl on that? Just perfectly central box. So well done, Rice. Again, he's just so good at free kicks. Looks like he might be one of the free kick takers for England as well. Of course, Reece James. We can't forget about that guy. But yeah, England might want to see Rice as a free kick taker for setup play. So it appears that you lost 10 minutes into the run. Oh, well, I mean, 10 minutes is good for a speed run. Not the best, of course, for that game that you're describing to me, because I know under 50 minutes is the achievement. So, of course, maybe, you want to try and reach that. 45 minutes, I'd say, would be a good run for you. Not such up. I don't know your skill level or anything, but, 45 minutes sounds like a good one. Just deflected off there by Tottenham. Now back to Ben White, just outside the box. And now with Saliba. Passing that through. Odegaard just loses the ball. Saka actually manages to retain this one just after a small deflection. In the box here with Kai Havertz, and that just goes outside. It's going to be a free kick for Tottenham in their own defence. You only made 25% of the way done. Well, if you're at 25%, that would mean you'd finish after 40 minutes, which is good. If you're under 50 and you're hitting 40, that's actually very good. So W's not so chap, And a lot of Arsenal fans in the crowd today is actually more than Tottenham fans, I think. Yeah, for sure. 100% there's more Arsenal fans than Tottenham. Like, half the stadium's just red.
Yeah.
More than half the stadium's red. And Tottenham's pass there from Bergveld to try and find Porro. Not the best pass. Porro sends that one down the field. That was a very good pass by Porro. And that's going to go now to Odegaard. Now back with Bentasha. Now into the middle with Pape Sarr. And that's a little nice through ball there. Pape Sarr now has the ball. He passes it over to Bergveld. Now to Mohamed Kudus. See what Kudus can do with the ball here. Porro. porous crosses. It looks so good, by the way. And that should be cleaned up by Kiwior. Back to Raya.
Offside.
Oh, it was offside, yeah. I thought he just passed back to the keeper and Raya picked it up. I guess that's all good. And let's see what Raya does with this one. Is he going to send this one down the field? I think he is. 38th minute, now 39th. So we have about, 14 minutes remaining. Sorry, 16 minutes remaining of gameplay time. Usually there's not a half time, extra time on a half in the friendlies. We could see it, of course, is the Premier League Summer Series. So we might have to wait and see. And that's going to be a free kick there for Tottenham. Martinelli just committing a small foul with Norgard, I think. They're complaining here. I think it was a dive. Oh, Dynamites, bro. I swear on my life, I said for you to remind me.
Yeah.
The cooling break was for me. Cooling break 100% was for me, CDF. Yeah, Dynamites, bro.
Don't worry, Dino. Now I know how you feel. Forgetting that.
No, how'd you forget, though, when I told you? It's all good.
You forgot.
And, hi, Demetrius. Welcome to stream. And Martinelli or Trossard? Personally, I think Trossard, honestly. I gotta say, Trossard actually is, his foot skills are phenomenal. His vision's good as well. I think Martinelli's very injury prone. I also think that sometimes he's not the best of players. He makes quite a fair bit of mistakes. Trossard, I think, is very more, much more reliable. So, yeah, 100% Trossard over Martinelli. What's your opinion?
Yeah, I agree, Trossard.
Trossard? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And Saka just gets fouled there, I think, by Spence. Yeah, it's just not the best foul from Spence. It's going to be a free kick here for Arsenal. Leo Few as well. Yeah, 100%. I think as well, Martinelli sometimes, like I said before, he just makes a lot of mistakes. Especially I was watching him last season. He wasn't the best on that left wing slot. I think Gabriel Jesus, when he's not injured, he's much better on the left side. Maybe we can see a lot of rotation on that left wing side, especially with Gyokeres now on the team. We might be able to see much more freedom for these left wingers instead of having to force them into a striker position. Mourinho, I do miss as striker, though. I like Mourinho as striker. He's that guy, I kind of feel like. This is going to be another free kick for Arsenal going into the box. Rice is going to take this one. Oh, and there's no such thing as a friendly between Arsenal and we hate Tottenham. Okay. 100%, the rivalry extends beyond everything. That's why, the players are getting annoyed about some of these calls here. Raya just clearing that one because that was a fast breakaway for Tottenham there. Luckily, he was so far out of the box that he could, meet the end of that. Low pressure on Pape Sarr and free kick one for Tottenham. And Odegaard just kicks that one away. Saliba, I think, commits the foul there on Pape Sarr. And W's as well, Demetrius, for following. Really appreciate that so much, bro. Really do appreciate it. And this is now going to be with Tottenham in the defence. Bergvall now passes back into... Who's that? I think that's Van de Ven, yeah, just back to Vicario. Vicario gives a lob down the field. Saliba, just a nice header there by Saliba to set up Odegaard. Now here could be a very good chance for Arsenal. Kai Havertz sends that one. Saka, love, tussle in the box, and somehow Tottenham come clean. Oh my goodness.
That might be a yellow card there for Havertz. That was a dangerous tackle.
Very dangerous tackle, I should say, as well, because that one, literally, he goes sliding into nothing. The referee might come back and give this one a yellow. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, this game's starting to get very heated now.
Yeah, you love to see it as well. You love to see the emotions coming out. It's something that makes these types of games so exciting too. Just the anger coming out from the players, actually determined to play well and impress the fans. Hopefully, Gyokeres has the same passion when he comes on as well. And then, of course, who else is new that hasn't played for Tottenham yet? I think everyone on their team has played. Yeah, I think Gyokeres is the only one out of both teams that hasn't played a game yet for their new squad. 2 minutes left of this half. Then we'll go into halftime analysis. And, of course, the substitutes that we could see occurring in this game. Smash like for subs. For YouTube. Is there a like button on Twitch? I don't even know. I don't think there is. David Ray is going to set this one. I think this is a goal kick. He's going to blast that down the field. And Saka, brilliant touch by Saka. He's getting very held there. That should really be a free kick, but it's not. Declan Rice, Odegaard. Now over to Kai Havertz. Now Saka. A lot of slide tackles coming out here from Tottenham. Revenge for Kai Havertz, all slide tackle he did before.
Like an ice skating rink, just sliding everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Ice skating time. Saka passes that one to Odegaard. Odegaard cross coming in the box. Headed clear. It's going to be back with Saliba. Now to Kiwior. Back to Saliba. And now back to Kiwior. That was a very loose pass from Saliba. So, yeah, another mistake. He sometimes makes quite a fair bit of mistakes, I've got to say. Saliba, he's not as reliable as Gabriel. I feel like Gabriel's very reliable, and that is a goal for Tottenham. Oh, my goodness. Shot from halfway because Raya was out of the net there, and it was Pape Sarr who scores 1-0 for Tottenham against Arsenal. Not the news that Arsenal fans want to hear, which is majority for you guys watching as well, since, you know, they're winning on the poll on YouTube, and I'm assuming on Twitch as well. Most of you guys are Arsenal guys. That is not great positioning from Raya. He should have been back in the box. He should have been. I don't know why he's doing so far out, you know, when the ball, you know, was in rotation down the field. See how far he was out? He wasn't even running out, really. He was risking it standing out there for a very long time, you know. So just standing there.
Interesting opener. Lewis Skelly was the one who lost that to Richarlison.
Yeah, Pape Sarr. He is the highest, you know, he's been performing the most out of this whole game, and he got a goal. That's terrible positioning from Raya. That is atrocious positioning, actually. Don't know why he was so far out. He passed the ball, immediately come back. Immediately. You can't be standing out there for that long.
And it is 3 minutes added time, I think.
And the new coach of Tottenham is having a little bit of a laugh there on the bench. And wow, Tottenham fans out in full, you know, waving the flags there. Not as many as Arsenal fans in the stadium there, but for sure they are out in numbers today. And it's going to be a little bit of a referee check here, just because someone's on the ground. I don't know who. Romero did clear the ball out. I think it's Kai Havertz on the ground. Might be a free kick for Arsenal here. 3 minutes additional, so there's going to be additional time in this game. Interestingly, usually there's not for friendlies, but there is for this one. And it looks like Odegaard might be taking the left side free kick, I think.
Yeah. I think he will be lobbing this one in, and then maybe someone like Saliba or Havertz can connect with this.
Yeah. I do think, though, that the full-time scores would be like 2-1 or something. I do think so. And that's a cross, just headed clear. I think this one might be a corner. I don't know. You have to wait and see. I think Pape Sarr headers that out for a corner. See, Odegaard gives a cross there, and it's just, yeah, headed out by Pape Sarr. It's going to be a corner here for Arsenal. Another chance for them to, you know, score from their favourite type of set piece. And, you know, get ahead into a draw, at least, at the moment. Especially before halftime, that's going to be big. Saka getting ready to cross this one. Here we go. Saka. Also, Footmob's really behind on the score. Saka cross. And there's a little tussle. Again, that one goes out. Appeal for another corner, and it looks like it's going to be another corner for Arsenal. Looks like that Romero or someone might have headed that one. I think Ben White initially gets the contact and it just deflects off someone. Yeah.
Ooh, I think that was going in, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
The header.
Yeah, 100% was going in there by Ben White. Arteta's hoping for a, you know, 1-1 at halftime. That's what you got to hope for.
I think this will be the last play before halftime.
And Rice getting ready to take this one. Cross. Deep. That's a very deep cross. There's a header, and it's cleared away. I think this might be another corner. I think it's another corner.
Yeah, another one. Richarlison shot that away.
Yeah, 3 corners in a row. That is insane. Yeah, there's a very deep one there. It does connect with Kai Havertz. Yeah, and just absolutely blasted away by Richarlison.
I feel like Richarlison could have aimed more for a throw in there.
Yeah, I don't know why he aimed for a corner, but really should have maybe aimed down the field or something just to get rid of that one. And now Saka crossing this one in for a corner. It's going to be a low one, and that is again chipped away by a head from Tottenham, and it looks like it's going to be half-time there. So half-time, as it stands, it's 1-0 for Spurs, and, you know, Arsenal are going to have to hope they can get a win here. They don't want to lose the first North London derby, even if it's a, you know, pre-season. You don't want to lose that sort of stuff because it really lets your rivals have an upper hand in the actual, you know, the Premier League ones that occur, because now Tottenham are going to be feeling confident they can beat this Arsenal side. Gyokeres coming on in the second half, very possible. And very possible he might actually score the equaliser and maybe a winner as well for Arsenal. Of course, Tottenham maybe can extend their lead too through the likes of Heung-min Son when he comes on, because I saw him training, which means he will be coming on in the next half. Brennan Johnson as well, he's very good. Tell is good too. Bissouma is also pretty decent in that midfield. For Arsenal, 100% Gyokeres. Trossard will come on. Mourinho and Zubimendi as well, we'll see. And Mosquera, one of the new signings, as well as maybe Zinchenko too. All possibilities for coming on in this next half here. For stat-wise, let's have a look at the stats here. So, for Arsenal, 49% ball possession, 51% ball possession for Tottenham, 6 total shots to 5 for Arsenal. Arsenal's always going to be the first stat, by the way. 0 shots on target to 1 for Tottenham, 1 big chance to 0. So, Arsenal have had more big chances. Big chances missed, 1. So, Arsenal have missed 1 big chance. In terms of accurate passes, 147 accurate passes with an 85% total accuracy for Arsenal, 163 accurate passes with an 86% total accuracy for Tottenham. 7 fouls committed for Arsenal, 5 for Tottenham, 6 corners for Arsenal, and 3 for Tottenham. And in terms of actual passes, 172 passes for Arsenal, 190 passes for Tottenham. But they've had, you know, slightly... I think they've had slightly more inaccurate, I gotta say. Might be. I don't know. It's about the same, really. Need Mourinho to come on and score. I mean, that's what he's there for. Thoughts on Spurs centre-back Buskovic? I absolutely pronounced that wrong 100%. I don't know. But yeah, let's take a look at him, Buskovic. So, of course, he was playing before in Westerio. He was on loan from there. I haven't really seen much of him, to be honest, so I don't know. But he's 193 centimeters. He's only 18 years old, so you know he's going to be one of those talents that you want to watch out for coming through, maybe break into the first team as a starter eventually. We'll see him hopefully in this game, so we can get a little bit more information on him. Of course, this is the first Tottenham and Arsenal game I've watched this season, so that's why I haven't really seen this guy.
Wait, is Westerlo in 2nd division?
Westerlo? You mean the team?
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Is it in 2nd division of England, or is...
Belgium, no. They're in the 1st division of Belgium. They came last. Okay. No, they're coming last this season. Their season's already started. But yeah, he's probably going to be good. I don't know. Hopefully he's not, you know, if you're not supporting Tottenham. But for sure, he's one of those talents you want to look out for. He's got a 6.5 million market value too, which is pretty high from Croatia. 7 goals last season. 2 assists.
Wait, what's his position? Centre-back?
Yeah, he got an average 7.16 rating, 2,964 minutes played as well. Your bro should rent you his Ballon d'Or for like $5 a day. No, this Ballon d'Or staying in here. I don't even care if it's his. It's staying on
It's staying in here.
It's staying in the stream room. But yeah, that halfway goal by Pape Sarr, bad positioning by Raya overall. That's what my opinions are. What's your opinion on that halfway goal?
Yeah,
Release
Lewis
the Ballon d'Or.
Skelly did lose that. Raya did...
Just ignore that.
Raya did pass to Lewis Skelly, and Lewis Skelly lost it. Raya didn't have the urge to get back to goal quick enough. I don't know what Lewis Skelly was doing there. He just dived for no reason. Yeah, and then That's brilliant accuracy, brilliant power. He knows what he's doing there. Those are actually hard to score, even on an open goal. Not many players have done that. Yeah.
100% I feel as well that Arsenal have been sort of on the down foot in most of this game. Near the end, they were starting to build up some momentum. Of course, they did concede, and then they started to, play, a bit more viciously. But I feel like Tottenham's actually been dominating in terms of chances. They've had, a lot more very close calls, really. Of course, they had the 2 Olympiacos chances. They had the bounce off the inside of the post went out. I think that was Odembert's shot.
Yeah.
Odembert's shot. And then also we had the Bergvall shot, I think. And also Richarlison's one as well, where it deflected off by Mohamed Kudus' shot, and then he took a chance. So, yeah, overall, a lot of very close calls for Tottenham. But, of course, Arsenal did have a close call too. So it really depends on if Arsenal can maintain, this dominance that they've had so far in this half. You're just gone.
Yeah, I need to get water.
No problem. Can you also get me a water?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so far they've, been on the behind foot Arsenal, which isn't the best thing to see. In terms of, as well, formation, I do think that we might see a shift in formation. We might be playing, Trossard higher. We might play Gyokeres maybe as a 1. Then you have 2 in the middle, maybe an AM as well. I don't know if they want to sub off Kai Havertz. We'll have to see. But it really could be here a back 3, and then maybe a 3-3-3-1, I think might be the call. I don't know. Or maybe even a 3-5-2-1. That could be the other play, another play that we could see. 100%. As well, let's have a look here. CDF, you'll be back later. No problem, CDF. No problem. And let's have a look. Just Ricardo Calafiori, muscle injury, mid-August 2025. Urian Timber, mid-August 25th. There's actually a lot of injuries still for Tottenham as well. Brian Gill has a knee injury early August. Okay, I see. Kulusevski, Udoji, Solomon, and Dragusin. Would you rather go 4-4-2 instead of 4-3-3? Yeah, I actually do think that it might be a better play to sort of shift out of a more... I feel like the midfield needs boosting. I don't know. Because that midfield is not looking the best at the moment for Arsenal. I feel like their play out of the defence hasn't been the best. So, yeah, we could definitely see, Kai Havertz and Gyokeres up forward, and then maybe Trossard coming on for Kai Havertz. So Trossard and Gyokeres up forward. Then maybe as well, of course, the midfield with Rice, Odegaard, I think maybe put on Nwaneri on the right side and then bring on Zubimendi. Maybe as well take off Odegaard from Mourinho just to rest and rotate. And then in defence, I think the defence is pretty strong. Mosquera could maybe come on for Kiwior just to test him out a little bit more. Again, I haven't seen him. He's probably played some other games that I haven't seen. But, yeah. Gyokeres is in the building, though. He is in the bench, which means he will play 100%. And I can't wait. Saka on RM. Yeah, 100% actually. Now thinking about that too. Saka could play right mid because he's also good on defense. I got to say, Saka's very defensively sound. Of course, he used to be a defender himself, a fullback, but now he is, of course, on the right wing. But yeah, maybe having him rotate into defense could help out Ben White. Ben White could overlap, allow some play a little bit more up the field, and enable sort of a little bit more passing game because that's something that Arsenal haven't really been playing at the moment. Interestingly, when that's usually their style that we see. Currently, Tottenham's actually doing the more passing, I feel like, which isn't great. You don't want, a rival of Tottenham to be, passing that much, but they are. Any transfer news? Let's take a look at Fabrizio Romano. Any transfers? Milan Skriniar joined Fenerbahce. That is one. Chelsea have now made an official club-to-club contact with Ajax for Hato. The next top priority. There is also Man City and Nico O'Reilly have agreed on new deal for 20-year-old talent. Bayer Leverkusen had 2 bids rejected. Man City turned down approaches also from PL and decided to offer him a new contract. What else is there? Ndoye joins Nottingham Forest on 40 million plus 5 add-ons for Bologna. Contract until June 2030 plus option to extend. Juventus GD Komoli confirms Randall Kolo Muani deal on yes. Kolo Muani wants to return to Juventus. We are talking with Paris Saint-Germain about that. He wants to rejoin us, so there's no rush. 100%, I think Kolo Muani in Juventus was actually a good play. Conceição on that right wing slot. Though I do think, who'd be a good player to go to Juventus just on loan? I think Endrick would be a good player. Have a double striker formation. Endrick, he develops a little bit more because he's not breaking into the Real Madrid first side. He's not breaking into that side over, Vini, Mbappe. Now there's also Gonzalo Garcia. So Endrick to Juventus might be a good play just on loan to replace Vlahovic. And Vlahovic is exiting as well, Juventus, because it says here the GD, Komoli, has said that Vlahovic and him have agreed on his exit.
Also, on about Kolo Muani, I do think the PSG won't be needing him, especially with their attack they have now. They have Barcola, Kvara, Dembele, Doué. Who else? They also have Mayulu.
Yeah, I feel like that as well. PSG's side is just too strong in the attack to really replace anyone, fit someone else in. So I think it's just best to leave PSG as it is, let Kolo Muani go, and, develop as a player instead of being maybe a bench player. Because the French national team, this is the World Cup year. This is the year where you want to be playing first-team football as much as possible. You want to be playing every game, every chance. Hopefully not get an injury, because if you're playing first-team football, you're going to be a starter most likely on the World Cup. If you're good enough, or you'll be called up, you'll be on the bench, and you want to be playing in the World Cup. It's the biggest, stage of football of all time. The World Cup is just such a big thing to really not miss. And Jadon Sancho is not going to be going to Juventus, it looks like, because Yildiz and Conceição are two of the best wingers, as stated by GD Komoli, once again for Juventus. A lot of Juventus news here by Fabrizio, I gotta say. He's put up a ton. Douglas Luiz disrespected his teammates and the whole group. He apologized right after. He will leave Juventus. Okay. Rasmus Højlund, competition is fine with me. It sharpens me. Great, Rasmus. Hopefully it does sharpen you because you play absolutely atrocious. And hi, Loka. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Rasmus, why is he saying that? Competition strengthens him when this guy, he doesn't even try half the time.
Competition strengthens his weaknesses.
Yeah, exactly. He's saying he's still very young. He's only 22. You have learned a lot, and you are here to stay. Okay.
I think he might have a good season next season. I know it might be an overrated take right there, but I do think he will have a good season upcoming.
Yeah, 100%.
He'll score lots of goals, honestly.
And yeah, we're talking about Juventus right now, Loka, 100%. There's a lot of news about Juventus. So yeah, Douglas Luiz leaving, Jadon Sancho not a target, Vlahovic leaving, Kolo Muani is going to be tried and signed. So yeah, a lot of news there by the Juventus GD, which is interesting. Tim Way wants to join Olympique Marseille, but we need to receive a good, correct proposal. So that's something from Juventus as well. Girona. Napoli have made contact with Miguel Gutierrez camp and Girona in recent hours. They want to sign him. You want Luis to leave? He's arrogant. Yeah, he is leaving. It actually says here that GD Komoli said that Douglas Luiz disrespected his teammates. He's leaving 100%. There's no doubt.
I always get confused on this. Is that the same Douglas Luiz who scored in the 2014 World Cup?
Is it? I don't know. I was, barely sentient when that happened. So let's have a look. Douglas Luiz. Let's see. When did you play? No, it's not. 100%. Bro would have been. Bro was an under 20 then. 100%.
There's two Brazilian Douglas Luizes.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell you because again, I was like 5 or 4, so I wouldn't have remembered. But yeah. There, David Luiz. It was David Luiz.
Oh, David. I always get confused.
And it says here, Simon Boyabre leaves AS Monaco to join Neom SC in SPL. Of course, Neom is one of the other clubs that has just joined the first division of the Saudi Pro League, and they are getting a ton of investment. So another side to strengthen. So a lot of, new talents going there. Not great for Al Nassr because we want them to win the league. This is the one signed from Aston Villa. Yeah, he's Alicia Leman's boyfriend, I think, right? Yeah. Isak keeps waiting for Liverpool. His only clear choice, despite reports on Al Hilal and more clubs. Isak says he wants to go to Liverpool. Yeah, I mean, everyone going to Liverpool, it seems like, this window, interestingly. Sturm Graz agreed deal with Fiorentina for Oliver Christensen to join on loan. Okay. And that's all the news at the moment. I've just looked through here as well. Thomas Lemar joins Girona. That's the only other one on loan from Atleti. So that's the news for that. Let's go back to this game now because it's about to start in about 30 seconds. Let's go and open the lineups too to see what substitutions have occurred. Oh, not anymore. Yeah, I think so as well. And there we go. The kickoff has begun right there. And currently 1-0 for Spurs. So Arsenal need to get on the front foot here in this game and try and, push for an equaliser and a winner. Don't know what substitutions have happened because they haven't shown any. I don't think any subs have happened, actually. Surprisingly, I would have expected most of the team to actually be subbed. But Arteta's kept it. Kept it normal. And this is going to be...
No Gyokeres?
Nah, I think he'll come on a bit, maybe 60th minute. There's a very, very strong tackle there from... Who did that tackle? Was that Ben White? I don't know. I'm trying to get off Mohamed Kudus, but not the best play. And that's Saka now to Ben White. Let's see what Ben White does. And he is going to pass to no one. Gets the ball tackled off. And I think he actually passed to Norgard. Sorry, Norgard got the ball tackled. I just looked over there for a second, so I kind of missed that. Gyokeres is going to win the Golden Boot, is your crazy prediction. I mean, it's not really a crazy prediction because that guy is insane. So, I mean, it could be the reality there. Saka just committing a foul here, I think, on Pape Sarr. Yeah, foul on Pape Sarr. And now it's going to be with the defense here. Spence now passing over to Odobert. Now with Odobert, he's going to pass it to Bergvall. Now with Spence. Now to Bentasher. And now all the way back to Van de Ven. And this is going to be now with Christian Romero. Romero passes forward, and that's going to be with Mohamed Kudus. Mohamed Kudus trying to skill forward, and it is going to be cleared away. It looks like this is going to be a possible goal kick. I think it is, yep, goal kick. The Spurs players are complaining, saying it should be a corner. It's a goal kick for sure. That was nice defense by Lewis Skelly on Mohamed Kudus. And it's going to be... Who's taking the goal kick? Kiwior?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Kiwior taking the goal kick. Just pass it to Raya. And Raya now to Odegaard. Now back to Kiwior. Now to Lewis Skelly. And just deflected out. It's going to be a throw in here for Lewis Skelly. Just takes that one quickly there. It's going to be now back to Kiwior. Saliba. And let's see what Saliba does with the ball. Passes it back to Lewis Skelly, who's now overlapped into the left centre-back position. Kiwior now left back. This is the type of play we like to see, the overlapping play. Saliba, long ball, sends that down the field. And it's just going to be touched there to Saka. Nice little through ball to Kai Havertz there. And what can Kai do? Just get pocketed by Spence. That's what he does. And that's going to be a goal kick for Tottenham. Okay, let's see what Vicario will do. Will he take his own goal kick, or will he give this one? Odegaard just telling some players where to stand for this one. Tell them to pick up the pace a little bit as well, doing this type of hand action. And Vicario just passes it over to Romero. Now back to Vicario. Now to Van de Ven. And Richarlison with a very heavy touch. He is being absolutely pulled on. Don't know what I was going to say there, but being very pulled by Kiwior, I think. And now with Kudus on the right side, Lewis Skelly trying to pocket him. And that's just going to be cleared away by Saliba. Actually, a very bad clearance because he just passes it straight to the Tottenham player. And it's now going to be with Porro. And one-touch play with Pape Sarr and Bentasher. Now to Odebert. Now back to Bentasher. Bentasher to Pape Sarr. Now with Romero. Sorry, Van de Ven. Now with Romero. Now to Porro. Porro is very agile. We'll say that he's actually extremely agile. So I actually like seeing him play because he seems to have very good ball receptives. How he passes the ball, how he, positions himself as well. Very quick play. Just a quick free kick taken there by Tottenham. Small foul by Lewis Skelly. Not even time to pan the camera. That free kick was instantly taken. Porro. Now back to Romero. Now to Van de Ven. Van de Ven invites a nice through ball to Odebert. Odebert now to Van de Ven. Back to Bergvall. Spence loses it. Now it's Odegaard. Odegaard, lovely through ball to Kai Havertz. Now to Saka. Referee plays advantage. I think there was a foul on Kai Havertz. And Rice to Lewis Skelly. And Lewis Skelly over to Saliba. Now with... who's on the right? Yeah, Kai Havertz. I swear Martinelli's moving over to the right side. I don't know if that's just me not being able to see that as Kai Havertz, but yeah. That ball was won, though, by Kai Havertz. Now it's with Martinelli. Martinelli, poor cross, and that goes out for a throw-in. Looks like. I think this one's a throw-in. Yeah, it's a throw-in. Unlucky there not to actually get the corner because it just deflects off the flag, which isn't, the best thing for Arsenal. They do want a corner. Also, I think that if the mic's like that, they can actually see your face this time, bro. There we go.
Yeah.
Lewis Skelly is going to take this throw. By the way, it's 5-2 for Barcelona against FCCL. Hence why I stopped commentating about it, because I don't care if Barca wins their game, to be honest. This is now with Saka. Now to Norgard. Lewis Skelly. Saliba. Kiwior. Lofted by Kiwior. Trying to find Saka. Just caught by Vicario. And Vicario is going to probably distribute this quite quickly. Let's see. Yeah, just smashes the ball down the field. And it's a little header there. Now with Odegaard. Norgard now. Either pick Moise Kean or Conrad Harder. Oh, who's the most underrated striker in Europe? Of all time or current? Because if it's current, I feel like... who would be the most underrated striker currently? Let me think. I have to think this through. There's a lot of strikers. Especially, a lot of quality strikers. I mean... what's that guy from Switzerland called again? What team is it again? Basel? FC Basel, what's his name?
Shaqiri.
Yeah, Shaqiri.
The only thing is he's a cam.
Yeah, but he's almost playing a striker in that team. I swear he is, because he's top scorer in the Swiss league. I swear that guy's very underrated. I don't know, Shaqiri.
In my opinion,
because I swear he's almost playing he's sort of playing what Kai Havertz plays, so cam moving to striker. I think that's sort of what he does. But yeah, definitely, if you can count him as a striker, I would say him, because he's very, no one talks about the stuff that guy's doing in the Swiss league right now.
What about Chris Wood?
Yeah, Chris Wood, pretty underrated as well. Mourinho always scores. I mean, yeah, Mourinho's striker edition is definitely underrated. And this is going to be Odegaard. Now over. Small cross there. And this could be a chance for Saka. And he just goes and deflects that off of Van de Ven there. Nice little clearance by Van de Ven. Lewis Skelly. Now to Martinelli. Yeah, Moise Kean is actually a very good pick as well. And that's going to be deflected shot by Norgard. Martinelli's open for him. He's asking for the ball. I think Norgard took a little bit too long there to pass that one.
Kudus has 3 players on him. I think this is Norgard now.
No, it's Martinelli.
Oh.
Norgard now here. Oh, he found a very good pocket there, but Saka just didn't read that. Haven't shown the score yet, Pape Sarr. Yeah, I mean, always on it. CDF, thanks. Pape Sarr. Maybe I wasn't showing it because it's the Tottenham player there. Goal. Nah, I'm neutral. Do I play Clash Royale? Yes, I do. Hence why I got an evolved Mega Knight right there, you know. Goal. What minute was it? It was like the 40th minute or something. What I can just check.
43rd, I think.
Check on foot. Yeah, 45th. Okay, 45th minute. No assister. Just took it off everyone.
Lewis Skelly.
Lewis Skelly assisted.
I actually think Richarlison should have got the assist there because he did tackle it to Sarr.
Nah, Raya kind of assisted that one. Raya assisted for sure. Can you be my friend in Clash Royale? Yeah, sure. 100%. My Clash Royale tag... Oh, yeah, let me just get it since, you know, I'm not using my phone at the moment for anything particular. I haven't been active that lately, but, you know, I might get back active. I've been playing the game since it launched, so... my main account now isn't actually the account I used when I launched. That's sort of a sub-account now, but the main account is because I got this special offer, but my other account's free to play.
Here's in the box here for Arsenal.
Might be a free kick. Here's a chance, just shot and deflected away.
Now this is a corner.
Messi or Ronaldo? Antonym plays. Ronaldo, 100%. Of course, I support Al Nassr as one of my teams. Got Cristiano statue, Ballon d'Or. But I respect Messi fans. Respect. Am I still the leader in this clan? Yeah, I am. Good. You can join my clan here. I'll put the clan tag in. GQ. Does it all have to be caps? I don't know. GQJ GRL22. Clan tag. And then you can add me on there. I guess you can add people like that, right? Yeah, if you join the clan, you can add. Also message on there as well. Who's your GOAT?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, same.
And then my idol is Zidane Modric, because I'm a midfielder.
Yeah, he plays midfield, so yeah, it makes sense. Saka is going to take this corner for Arsenal. Genuinely, I pick Ronaldo as well, because he's, you know, I play left wing and, you know, sometimes striker a little bit myself. But also I just love Cristiano. I watch him all the time. But, you know, no hate to Messi. And Saka crossing in. There's a little bit of a touch and just goes straight out. And this could be another chance for Arsenal to bring this one forward. That was a very nice play by Lewis Skelly as well. And that was a good little chance. Arsenal take a shot. Oh, my goodness, just over the bar there. Who did that little tap over?
I think that was Havertz who did the tap.
Yeah, Martinelli and Havertz linking up there. That was a very nice link up between them. That was good. That was a good little tap. So, yeah, Martinelli just passes it, and then, yeah, there's a shot just by Martinelli after a little one touch. He tries to do, I think it's a Trivella.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Trivella, 100%. It just doesn't get the Trivella right, and it, you know, doesn't go on target. And it's going to be a throw-in now for Tottenham, it looks like. Arsenal complaining that this should be theirs. Lewis Skelly saying he did not touch that out. I'm pretty sure you did, Lewis Skelly, but we'll see. You don't know how no one knows Moise Kean's crazy season. He scored 19 goals in the leagues last season. Scored one of the craziest goals ever against Genoa. I should see it. I should see it, actually. Also, Porro arguing with Arteta there. Just classic rivalry banter. Love to see it. The referee actually, the fourth official having to step in between them, which is funny. It's funny. Love to see Arteta getting in on the banter. And Rice just missing the tackle there. Now it's with Porro again. Bergvall. Now it's with Porro. And Porro just passes into Bentasha, and that goes straight out. Don't know when Arsenal's going to sub on Gyokeres. We are waiting.
I do think he'll be subbed on around 65th minute, maybe 70th.
Yeah, I do think so as well. Lewis Skelly is going to take this throw in. Honestly, interesting game so far. I mean, you know, you can't tell with friendlies whenever someone's going to be using full energy. I can see that the players are pretty desperate here. So, you know, I don't know if they're taking it so seriously, but yeah, 100%. At the moment, the goal was interesting. All I'll say is Tottenham's goal was interesting. I mean, Raya did make a mistake to lead it to. But Arsenal definitely improving in the second half. Need Eze. Martinelli can't get past defenders. 100% Martinelli, to be honest, I don't see much with him. I know he's decent sometimes, but I feel like he makes a lot of mistakes. And also he's very injury prone, as most Brazilian players are. Eze, on the other hand, such a good class player, you know, especially on that left side. I feel like Madueke as well will surprise, I think, for some. You know, if he plays left wing, he can try it out. I know he's more of a right side kind of guy, but if he plays on that left wing, I think he'll surprise people. Because I saw vision with him in the Club World Cup. I saw some gameplay with him and Cole Palmer linking up. So, you know, maybe he could go over Martinelli too. But as 100% as a starting left winger, for sure. You can't rely on Jesus as well, Gabriel Jesus, because I feel like he's very injury prone as well. Of course, a starting lineup, you could even see maybe Kai Havertz going on the left side. And possibly Gyokeres is the striker. Of course, I mean, not possibly. 100% he's going to be the striker, and Saka on the right. Arsenal have a good enough team to win. Now we just can't execute and tend to concede stupid goals and stupid mistakes. Yeah, like the goal currently conceded, of course, was a mistake from Raya for not going back into the box after he passed the ball in the midfield. Instead, he stood there like a statue. And that is a very ferocious slide tackle from Odegaard. Don't think it was card-worthy. We'll have to see what the referee decides. Some Tottenham players are pointing up the card like that, but I don't think it is. Substitutions occurring for Tottenham. It's a triple substitution. And it looks like that, I think, yeah, Danso's going to be coming on, and Johnson's going to be coming on, and Tell's going to be coming on. So 3 guys coming on, Danso, Tell, and Johnson. And coming off, we'll see who's coming off. Romero's 1 coming off. Hi, RM1000. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. And having a nice day. Romero coming off, Mohamed Kudus coming off, and Richarlison coming off. They're the 3 that are leaving the field. So, yeah. Coming on once again, Brennan Johnson, Mathis Tell, and Danso all coming on there. As an Arsenal fan, not so much. Yeah, I mean, 100%. I'm trying to commentate neutrally. There are some Arsenal roots in my family, but I'm trying to be as neutral as possible, of course, for, you know, YouTube purposes and Twitch purposes. But I can understand, yeah, this, you know, especially that mistake from Raya is not the best to concede from. It's not good. Raya should have really, you know, been positioning better. And you're watching the match too, that's a W, you know. Am I going to post a stream schedule? Yes, Loka. Sorry I didn't post it earlier. I was very after that stream yesterday. I was going to post it last night, but by the time I ended, I did like a small stream afterwards. By the time I ended, it was like 10 p.m. Then I had to go to sleep, you know. But after this, 100%, I'll post a schedule because there is going to be a stream after this one. It will be a game stream, not a, you know, football. It was a foul. Yeah, I mean, they didn't really show enough of it on the replay. On Lewis Skelly, you mean? Yeah, I know what you mean by the foul. You thought it was a foul? Don't know. I didn't really see it, to be honest, like in full effect, because they kind of showed the replay very quickly. Breezed past it. Raya should have been better positioning, though, 100%. That was not great positioning from him. But yeah, I mean, Arsenal as well. So far in the second half, they have stepped it up. Though we need to see substitutions pretty soon. We need to see Gyokeres playing. We need to see him playing. The ref did some mistakes, but it ain't excuse. Got Havis off the pitch. Yeah, get him off the pitch, to be honest, because Gyokeres needs to start playing some minutes. He's so class. Don't know why he hasn't been subbed on already. Arsenal look terrible and flat. We still need players. Man United are looking way better than us this summer. I mean, the only thing is United, I would say, downfall is that they're not getting a striker in the summer. Arsenal did, of course, get, one of the best strikers, Gyokeres. But in terms of other quality players, bought Zubimendi's decent. Again, don't know why they're not bolstering attack. I feel like their midfield and defense is already pretty strong. But they're sort of focusing. Arteta focuses very strongly on the midfield. There's a very close chance for Tottenham, and it just goes and hits the side netting. Very close by Tell. Is that Spence? Sorry. Is that Spence?
Yeah.
Yeah. My bad. Zubimendi should get in. Yeah, 100%. Son's also warming up for Tottenham as well, so he's going to probably come on, as well as Min Hyuk Yang. I don't think I've seen any gameplay of this guy, so we'll have to wait and see what he does. But yeah, for Arsenal subs, Gyokeres, Trossard, 100%, Zubimendi, Mourinho, and as well Mosquera, I think would be a good choice of subs to put into this, lineup. Take off, I think, Kiwior, take off Kai Havertz, take off Martinelli, and take off Norgard. And just close there for another goal for Tottenham. Very close for Mickey van de Ven to score, but he just doesn't. What do I think is going wrong for Arsenal in this match? I think it's the transition from defense to midfield, and then the midfield to attack. I think transitionary play isn't going well for us. By the way, that was very close for Van de Ven. Oh my goodness, I just looked at the replay then now. Yeah, very close for Van de Ven scoring. But yeah, transitionary play isn't the best. I think they're holding up the ball too much in sort of each sort of zone of the field. Too many passes. There could be fewer. Of course, that is a sort of style of Arteta. He does very, nice fluent passing play, but that's not really happening at the moment. And it's because Norgard is in. Yeah, I don't think it was the right choice between Norgard. I think maybe as a starter, Zubimendi might have been better choice. Mourinho maybe just for more experience in the Arsenal squad. But yeah, I definitely think transitionary play isn't the best, and the link-up, I think midfield might be the problem in its whole. I was also suggesting, for a, a possible, 4-4-2 by the Mitras. They said maybe do a 4-4-2 instead of a 4-3-3, and I do kind of agree now, actually, to strengthen the midfield up a little bit more. And let's see this. Zubimendi covers space way better than him. Yeah, 100%. Zubimendi was a good signing by Arteta, I gotta say. A very good signing. And here are the substitutes. Trossard and Zubimendi coming on. Why the heck is Gyokeres not coming on? Come on, I planned the stream around Gyokeres not coming on, I planned the stream based on it. Please come on. Yeah, so Trossard, Zubimendi is coming on, and Norgard and Martinelli coming off. Why in the world is Gyokeres actually not coming on? That is crazy. Arteta, are you okay? Maybe Arteta stayed up too late last night. I don't think he's thinking properly. Keeping Kai Havertz on this long. Pekka or Mega Knight? Pekka. I don't like... I mean, I was told by so many people... I did one video using Mega Knight, and everyone was saying, stop at Mega Knight user. It's like, I'll use it for one video. I'm always Pekka, in Clash Royale. Saka. Cross. That's a very good cross. Just headed away clear by Tottenham's defense, and then just a lobbed shot. Not the best chance taken there. This might be a corner, actually. It looks like. Did Vicario tip that over?
It was either that or a deflection. Yeah, that was a good volley from Zubimendi there.
Yeah, brilliant volley from Zubimendi.
Let's see what happens.
That initial cross, I think that was Odegaard that did that initial cross. It was brilliant. And then, it's actually touched by Vicario. Zubimendi's so close there to scoring. Yeah, he changed everything. I know, and that's the type of signing you want. You want someone that changes everything. Again, would love to see Gyokeres maybe play for most of this half. It doesn't look likely. It looks like maybe he'll come on the 80th minute or something like that. If anything, I hope he comes on, because then I'm going to have to change the title of the stream on YouTube. But Saka crossing in for the corner. Just, that's not the best cross, Saka. We saw better at the end of the first half. And Tottenham just absolutely boot that one down the field. And someone's running on that full pace. I think that was that Tell, I think.
I think that was Tell.
Raya launches that down the field again, trying to find Kai Havertz or Saka. Finds Kai Havertz actually from a small deflection there. Kai Havertz takes a shot, just rolls to Vicario. Finally, Havertz shot even the ball. Yeah, I know. That's like Havertz's first shot of this game. I can actually tell you guys how many shots this guy's have. He's had 13 passes, by the way, 9 accurate. 1 shot. He's had 1 shot. That is insane. That's his first shot of the game.
No, I think that would be 2 because that was.
Oh, yeah. Also, this shot is, FootMob's behind. So when I'm looking at the stats, we didn't expect, so that 2 shots in the whole game.
1 on target.
Now, cross back. This should be a goal. Come on. What the heck was that shot by Odegaard? That was a disgusting shot there. What's my opinion on Xhaka heading to Sunderland? Brilliant signing. Absolutely brilliant signing for Sunderland if they want to stay up. They're actually moving the transfer window. And from, a neutral perspective, that is going to help them really, try and stay up. Because we need some teams changing in the Prem. We've had the same 3 go up and down every season, Same thing every time. Promoted sides get relegated. So hopefully Sunderland can stay up. We can have a little bit of a fresh face for the season as well after this one. 26-27 season, that would be cool. But yeah, brilliant signing to help with that midfield in Sunderland. Replacing, Job as well. And that is going to be caught by Vicario. Not the best cross there. He's telling his players to focus as well. He's getting a bit annoyed at letting them, push forward. Do I play PUBG? No, I do not. Sneha, I do not play PUBG. And Zubimendi's cooking is covering anything. Yeah, exactly. And again, the type of signing you want to see. Exactly. And Ray is just going to collect a little header back there from Kiwior. Now with Saliba.
No, I would be expecting Gyokeres to come on soon.
Yeah, 100%. 75th minute is probably where we will see him. It would be crazy Arteta not playing him, He's on the bench. Give him a debut. Let him play. And now with Lewis Skelly over to Kiwior, who's overlapped on the left side there. It's now going to be with Odegaard. Now back to the right side. Now Odegaard's got the ball. He's like Partey, but better. Yeah, I mean, Partey, I think, is being sold as well by Arsenal. So, due to some reasons. So, 100%, if Partey's going, he's definitely... Zubimendi's going to be a good replacement. Definitely can see him starting a lot of games too. Spence just clears that one straight out.
That was weird how he cleared that backwards.
Yeah.
He had lots of...
He should have headed that to the keeper, actually. That was not a great play.
Oh, Richarlison's injured on the ground. Or is that Bergvall? He's just...
Yeah, Bergvall. Bergvall injured on the floor. And Vicario just having a talk here with Van de Ven just while we wait. Arsenal players getting ready for their set piece. Arteta still not signaling for another substitute. Will Rodrigo really leave Real Madrid? I don't know. I think so. I do actually think he will because, he's not playing first-team football and he wants to be in the World Cup. He wants to play first-team football. I think it's the best option, maybe loaning for 1 season just while we sort the team out. But 100%, Rodrigo, I think it's best for him. And cross by Saka. That's a very deep one. And just a little header and cleared by Tottenham. Not the best clearance. It is going to be back with Arsenal. And there's a lot of ball deflecting everywhere constantly. What the heck is happening there? Arteta's biggest problem, thinks too much. 100%. I feel like Arteta sometimes doesn't just make the simple substitutions or the simple choices, which is usually what causes his, downfall in games. And that's something that he needs to fix. And do I think Liverpool was 1 season wonder? I don't think they're going to be a 1 season wonder. I actually don't think they're going to win this league this season. I did make a short, showing them on the top of the table. That's by common sense based on the signings they're making. But I think they've signed too many players, and I think it's actually going to damage their squad, if anything. Also, they've not got the best morale at the moment for, reasons. We know reasons why. But 100%, I think they've actually, signed too many first-team players that really it's going to be causing conflictions within the squad. I don't think Arne Slot's going to be able to manage them as best. Human Son's going to be coming on here as well, it looks like.
I think this would be the right time to sub on Gyokeres, Arteta.
And it seems like Saka's injured. Oh, that's bad if Saka's injured, by the way. And my favourite Premier League sorry, not team player. I don't really have... I watch all of them neutrally, to be honest. You know, I kind of support, you know, Arsenal a little bit more just because of, you know, family stuff. But also, I like Manchester United just because of... That's my own personal reasons. Also, Cristiano plays there, used to play there. But yeah, I just really try and enjoy it neutrally because I do want to play football myself. And, you know, in the future, you never know what team you're going to join. Also, it's a cooling break right now, so let's go put that up on the screen. Cooling break.
I'll tell you to put it down this time, don't worry.
Yes, tell me to put it down. And yeah, hopefully that Saka injury isn't the worst. Let's just hope that. And thank you, RM1000s, for following on Twitch. Really do appreciate that. Really appreciate it so much, you know. It's only my 5th Twitch stream, you know, so I'm actually happy that I'm doing the multi-streaming now. Because I like Twitch and I like YouTube. And let's turn on our air conditioning, actually, because it's super hot in here. It's terribly hot. Come on, what subs are you going to do, Arteta? It's a friendly. Sub on some players. Gyokeres, Nelson. We want to see them. Waneri, we want to see him as well. Mourinho. Mosquera. We want to see all these guys. Yeah, and they're just showing that small tackle from Porro before. Just showing Tottenham's defense, really. It's been pretty good. Tottenham's defense this game. I got to say, props to them. He has to give everyone a run. Exactly. That's what I mean. He's not, though. We're not in an official match here, so, you know, we can test some new stuff. It's going to be the way to go forward, you know, to develop the squad. You test some new ideas. Arteta got to take more risks. Exactly. He's got to take more risks. He's got to do subs. Looks like Mosquera's coming on. I will say that. He is ready to come on. He's wearing a shirt. And Mourinho's coming on, it looks like, as well. And Gyokeres is coming on. Wait, he actually is? Yes, he is. Oh, my goodness. Gyokeres is coming on. Let's go, guys. Smash like. Gyokeres is coming on. That is actually crazy. Finally actually making some subs here, Arteta. Almost scared us for a bit. I mean, it's going to be only 10 minutes of him, though, or just around, you know, 12, 13 minutes. We want to see a full half. Arteta, I mean, at least he's given us some at Gyokeres here. And there we go. He's wearing number 14, Thierry Henry's number. He's going to be wearing it, and he's going to be shining, hopefully, this season for Arsenal, maybe as the top scorer in the Prem, because this guy is absolute W's. And Max Dowman's also coming on as well. Yeah, he is. And turn off the cooling break. Yep, because it's about to start.
See, I remembered.
Arsenal fans chanting that one. Mosquera is also on too. So here we go. There's also some subs happening for Tottenham. It looks like Bergvall's come off. I think that's the only one as well. Why cooling break there? Why is it past 20 degrees? I don't know. Of course, remember, British teams maybe can't handle past, you know, the hot temps. And that's a little play there, just trying to find from... Who did that? Is that Mourinho, I think? There was also 3 subs for Tottenham. I didn't get to see all 3 of them. It went off really quickly. It's going to be a corner, it looks like.
Now it's time to see if Gyokeres will score on his debut.
We need to lay him a plate to score 100%. I mean, we'll have to see if he can get a goal from this corner. Odegaard's going to take this one. Cross coming in. No header contact. It's on the outside of the box. The volley. Just not the best volley there. But, oh, that was a good one. That was good by Downman. That was brilliant.
How old is Downman, by the way?
Let's have a look how old he is. He's only 15 years old.
What?
15-year-old. He does not look 15. He looks like he's... He looks like he's 18, 20. He looks older than me. And there's a cross coming in. Just a slight deflection there. I think this will be a goal kick, though. That was a very nice hit volley, though, by Dowman. That is actually brilliant. A lot of technique put into that one. Son, I think, just helps with that clearance there, just for a goal kick.
That might be one of the next big talents, I guess.
You're right.
15-year-old playing in a main team in a North London derby, by the way.
By the way, why is Son not wearing the captain's armband?
I know.
when Romero's not on? Who's wearing the captain's armband? I know who's wearing it, but that's kind of weird. But yeah, unlucky by Dalman. 15 years old. That is insane. I mean, I'm 18, 3 years old, and I don't know why I need to count that. L maths. But yeah, that's embarrassing for me, to be honest. But he does not look 15. That guy looks like he's 20. And there's a roll now over to Mosquera. Mosquera looks like very physical, very nice build there, which is good. Yeah, so Gyokeres, Mourinho, Havertz, and Rice came off as well for that. He can be the next future of England. Yeah, just like Lewis Skelly and Nwaneri. It looks like Arsenal's like the producers of English talent. That's what it seems like it's shifting towards because, you know, they got Lewis Skelly. They got Heaven as well, which was sold to United. They got as well Nwaneri. So 3 very good talents. Now they've got this guy, Dalman. And the ball goes straight out there. It's going to be a throw-in for Spurs. Trossard just cleared that one. And Porro's going to take this. Mourinho's playing very attacking. He's playing like an AM almost, I think. Almost like a left wing, actually, maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like ever since Mourinho's joined Arsenal, he just plays everywhere. Like, everywhere in defense, attack. That guy's, like, genuinely just everywhere in the field.
Like Camavinga.
Yeah, he's Camavinga of Arsenal. And there's a little foreplay by Gyokeres just trying to win that ball back, but he doesn't. Deflection. Whereas Nwaneri, and he's on the bench. He's on the bench. So he's not going to play. I don't think. Maybe they'll sub him on for 5 minutes. I don't think so. It's going to be thrown for Arsenal. Just quickly taken there. Is Zinchenko on? I think he is. Is that Zinchenko? Yeah, he is. Zinchenko somehow came on. Don't know when he sneaked on the field, but he did.
What? Are you sure that's not Trossard?
No, Zinchenko snuck on the field. You can see his little cut he has. This is now Dalman. He's looking good. I gotta say, Dalman looks brilliant. Just look at his play. He's 15, looking like, you know...
He ain't panicking.
Yeah, he's not panicking. He looks like he's been playing his whole life. Let's have a look what Dalman can do here.
It's like prime Ronaldo with that ball.
Zinchenko should go. I mean, don't know how he snuck on the field. Convinced Arteta to play.
Oh, what a cross by Dalman, by
That cross went to no one, though. I mean, the second cross, not Dalman's cross. Zinchenko, who are you playing it to? He's got that same face, by the way. He's only 15. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. Only 15 that he's playing. That's what everyone says with Yamal. It's like, he's only 17. Like, look at what he's doing. This guy's 15.
Yeah, you're only 15.
Dalman now to... Is that Odegaard, I think? Yeah. Now with White. Mosquera. Saliba. Now to Zinchenko. See what he will do. Now he passes to Mosquera. Odegaard. Now to Ben White. Back to Odegaard. Odegaard gives a lofted ball, just trying to find some space in the box. No one has reached. Zinchenko. Now with, I think that's Mourinho. Yeah, Trossard's playing low in the midfield. Mourinho's actually playing left wing, interestingly, not Trossard. And Ben White trying to chase onto Heung-min Son, still showing he's got pace at this age. And Son managing to find a through ball pass there. Just not the best, you know, run there from Tell. It's just pocketed by Mosquera. Raya doing another risky pass. That guy needs to chill with his passing. And now back with Zubimendi. Now Mosquera finds a through ball over to Downman. They park in the bus. Exactly. They want to get this win, Tottenham. I mean, we heard what Thomas Frank said in the press conference about Arsenal. He said they're a very strong side. So he'll be knowing that that goal is something they shouldn't take for granted. Trossard, just sitting down the field still, might be subbed off. I think Trossard might be subbed off here. Am I a Scouser? No. I'm originally from Australia, Anthem, but I've been, you know, living in Saudi now for 9 years, just about. But yeah, not British. Why do I sound kind of British? I don't know. I don't sound British. I sound Australian a little bit.
Yeah, you don't sound British.
So like a mix, maybe. It's maybe because I went to a British school for quite a while now, so maybe put some what's it called? Inflection, I think. And this is sad. Why are they parking the bus? Yeah, I know. Don't know why they're parking the bus. By the way, Nelson's just come on here. Did Trossard get subbed off? I didn't just see that. It's okay. Tottenham only win non-EPL games. Madison and Gray come on, and Sarr and Pentasha come off. And yeah, Nelson's come on. I don't know who he's come off for. I think Trossard maybe, because he looked injured. Yeah, I think it was Trossard, because Trossard's not on the field anymore, it looks like. You don't expect Gyokeres to do something, really? Yeah, I mean, it's his first game. He's only playing 10 minutes. We can't expect him to, play like an absolute demon on his first go. Yeah, Trossard came off there. That's not good if he's, been on for about 5 minutes of gameplay. And he had to be subbed off. Saliba. Now to Odegaard. Now to Downman. Now back over to Zinchenko. Nelson. Let's see what Nelson will do. Just pass it back to Zinchenko. And there's a little mishap in the box. It's going to be Gyokeres. He just passes the ball there instead of shooting. And that is a terrible volley. Don't know who hit that one. That was not great. I think it was Zubamendi. Trossard's dad. Nah, Trossard. Trossard's dad isn't reffing the game today. Nice holding ball for Gyokeres. Yeah, he held up nicely there. Who's going to win the Prem and La Liga? For La Liga, 100% Real, because they're my team that I mainly support. They're the team I actually do support. But for Premier League, from, somewhat neutrality, again, as I said before, Liverpool, too many players have purchased. I think that's going to be their downfall. I think City don't really have too much of a chance, to be honest. I feel like they're very disorganized still. Never count them out, but I think they might, be in top 5, but definitely not first, I don't think. Arsenal, I think, have a very strong chance, actually. Now with an actual striker, they've got someone who can finish. This game's going to be a big, morale hindrance, but, hopefully they don't take it to heart. It's, of course, always just going to be a friendly, so you just keep improving the team, build the synergy around Gyokeres up the forward line, improve transitionary play Zubamendi as a starter. Downman should play more games because this guy's looking absolutely insane. Gyokeres, good pressure there, by the way. And that shows he's physical enough for the Prem. 100%, that's what you want to see as well. Gyokeres showing that pressure, showing that physicality, because, of course, Prem, one of the most physical leagues. But yeah, in sort of like thinking about who's going to win, definitely I think Arsenal might have the highest chance of winning this season. Who was Chelsea? Chelsea as well, very good chance. Very good chance, actually, Chelsea. When I saw them in the Club World Cup final, they looked so good. It's not too big deal this game. It's only friendly. Difference, they get destroyed in it. But 1-0, not too concerning. Yeah, especially the goal as well. If anything, it would be a 0-0. But the goal itself was like sort of a, it was a mistake. And then also a possible foul. And depends on the injuries, 100%. Yeah, hopefully Arsenal, don't get hindered by injuries. We saw, last season with Tottenham, due to injuries, they finished basically dead last out of the relegation zone, which isn't great. But that was, of course, an injury crisis at hand. Again, unfair sacking Ange. I actually liked Ange personally. I did actually like him. But, I liked his philosophy, should I say. I liked his philosophy, but I don't think it was the right choice by the Tottenham management to sack him. Chelsea with Palmer fully fit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Palmer, if he's fit, that guy's insane. He's actually insane. I'm so underrated. Thank you, Anthem. Appreciate that. Yeah, just trying to do the best watch-alongs as possible. Trying to cover as many games as possible. So if you guys have other games you want me to see, do let me know. I'll try and cover all of Arsenal's preseason since I bought the preseason bundle on their website. So I should be able to watch the Valencia game, and then there's one other one as well. What's the other one? I don't know. Arsenal was better than Spurs this game, or consistent. Yeah, 100% they are better overall. I feel like Tottenham were more dominant the first 15 minutes of the game, but, you know, the rest of the time, Arsenal were pretty, you know, showing themselves in this game. Unlucky with that goal again. And it's going to be now with Saliba. Mosquera. And finds a through ball over to the right wing there. And it's going to be with Odegaard. Zubimendi. Now with Downman. Sometimes as I say a player wrong, it's just because of my screen watching this game is very small because I got 4 tabs open, so can't always see the player at full size. Nelson crosses the ball. It's going to be a corner. Porro saying that it's not. 100% is. Porro, you can chill out a little bit. Take a chill pill, bro. And here we go. Let's see what the crossing quality is going to be for Odegaard this time. A goal here would be very good for Arsenal. I will say that. A goal here would be extremely good. Getting a draw. And cross. Header. That's going to go for a clearance there. If you just bark like a dog and smash stuff, you could surpass speed. I mean, personally, I don't like doing that. I like watching speed do that, but I couldn't do that myself. You know, I just don't feel like that type of person. Mosquera passes over to Timber. And now to Dowman. Cross. Did I say Timber as well? Ben White, that's what I meant. So used to Timber being the right back slot. Yeah, Ben White, not the best cross there. Good to have you back, though, Ben White. You know, when I was watching last season with Timber, I think Timber was okay, but I do think Ben White was slightly better pick over him in the right back.
Timber was especially good in 9-1 against...
JK, don't do it. Yeah, I won't do it, to be honest. They can't cross. Yeah, I mean, it seems like, you know, at the moment, we're not able to get the ball into the box, onto someone's head, and it's not great. You know, I don't know what happened to the flair at the start of last season when, you know, the crosses were always hitting someone. Ben White underrated? Yeah, for sure. Ben White's actually very underrated. I actually like him as a player. Right back, very consistent. Just, you know, some mistakes, but he's mostly consistent. I will say that. Van Dissel or Saliba. I'll actually have to take Van Dijk over Saliba just because Saliba made a lot of mistakes. But Gabriel over Van Dijk. I'll take that. Just, you know, what would you take?
All-time Van Dijk, but last season, Gabriel.
Yeah, same. Based on current form, recent form, Gabriel over Van Dijk. All-time Van Dijk, of course, very prolific. Saliba, I feel like Saliba overshadows Gabriel's quality. I feel like Saliba makes a lot of mistakes. And I mean a lot. Last season, I saw a lot of mistakes from him. Gabriel didn't seem too many. Like, he gets a lot heated, you know, he gets very, you know, hot with the players. But that's not really a mistake in itself. You wondered who was Van Dizzle? Yeah, I mean, I could kind of tell who it was. You agree? Yeah, 100%. I feel like Saliba very, somewhat overrated. Somewhat. But he's not bad, but he just makes a lot of mistakes. In terms of, like, a lot of people say, oh, he's just the perfect defender, but I think Gabriel's more of a complete defender than Saliba, if I'm going to be honest. Mosquera looks very good. Mosquera looks very good in this game. There's 6 minutes additional time as well. I forgot to mention that. So 4 more remaining, or just 3 more around. Interesting, we got 6 minutes additional. That is crazy. Guess it's because of the water breaks. Doritos Spirit is here. He's playing Roblox with you right now, but he can't watch since he's on mobile. No problem, not the chap. No problem. And that's a nice pass by Odegaard to Downman. There's an overlap being made by White. And this could be a cross, just too fast of a pass. Downman just didn't hit that one with the speed that was needed to really allow for the cutback. Also, maybe White's pace might have been up there because he has been playing the full game. He's great, but does some of the biggest fumbles. Saliba, Gabriel, great for popping up set shot goals. Yeah, exactly. And that's why I feel like, you know, personally, I take Gabriel over Saliba most of the time. Just because he's more consistent. He gets injured. Yeah, I mean, that's, again, a Brazilian. I don't know if it's just with all Brazilians. When is Al Nassr's next match? Let me check for you. I'm pretty sure it's going to be... Let me check. Sherry. And also, hope you're doing well. Al Nassr zone. I'll also check on Al Nassr's official. Check. You can commentate this game while I check.
Okay, here's an attack here. Zinchenko with a whip cross in. And that is cleared away by Poro. Out for a throw-in for Arsenal.
And also, the next stream, Antheman, will probably be after this one. It's going to be in, like, I think, 2 hours. But it's a gaming stream. It's not a football stream. But the next football-based stream, I'll have to see. I try and do one every second day. I try and do them for main teams as well that I watch personally. I don't think there's any main games coming up. Let me just quickly check on FootMob, the match schedule for tomorrow. Yeah, there's not many. Crystal Palace, Augsburg, maybe I could do.
2 matches.
And hi, FRM. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. What game will I play? The classrooms, I'll finish the game. Juventus versus Reggiana is there as well. Yeah, there's not many good games, I gotta say, coming up. I gotta check when this Al Nassr match is. Dortmund versus Lille might be interesting.
Outside the box for Arsenal, by the way.
And let me just see this. Yeah, you can commentate.
Odegaard with some dribbling. Now it's on a counter-attack for Tottenham here. This is a 2v3. That's a brilliant ball for by Poro. Now it's out the side. And that is cleared away by Mosquera. And now it's with Zubamendi. Son tracking back. Zubamendi turns around.
Sherry, I don't have the exact date, but the next 2 friendlies will be Sheffield United and Almeria. And supposedly there could also be one against, if we take a look here quickly. Also, I answer you in a second, Orem. I saw your message. Sorry, I didn't respond immediately. There was one other team that we were going to verse. I think there was some cancel because of weather. Let me check. Come on. Nothing's happened. Oh, wait. There might be a chance here for Arsenal, and it's just not the best contact there with the ball. It's going to be a goal kick for Tottenham. Yeah, it's another cutback. And is cutbacks the only way we can score? I don't know. Why, Arsenal aren't playing, more. I think more playing centrally into the box might be a better play to help out with Gyokeres, I think. Might be the play. And am I going to stream them? Yes, Sherry, I'm streaming every Al Nassr game. Every Al Nassr game. All of them. All Real Madrid games, all Al Nassr games I'll cover. And I'll cover as many Prem, Champions League, cup games as possible. As much as I can, really. And like main games like, the Turkish derby, for example. Is my match timer wrong? No, it's not wrong. 100% it's right. We're still going here. It's, overtime. Al Nassr should grab a top-flight team for just one friendly. Yeah, I think we should, to be honest. Still checking. There's no news here on the next date. Just check up with Al Nassr and IG. On their Instagram, they should say when they're going to play the next match. I'll say it on there. This match should be done in about 30 seconds here, by the way. Yeah, cooling break. That's probably why it's still going. But, yeah, 7 minutes now on the additional time. Referee calls full time. So, unfortunately, Arsenal did not grab a draw or win against Tottenham in the first North London derby, the pre-season one in the Summer Premier League series. But, a lot of growing points. I think Gyokeres should be starting the next game just to give him a little bit of time as a starter. Al Nassr versus PSG would be good. Yeah, honestly, it would be a very good challenge for us. I mean, we versed them another time. But, versus them this season, we could test out our players 100%. That would be a good idea, Sherry. But overall, we'll take a look at the final stats here for Arsenal-Tottenham. 55% ball possession for Arsenal, 45% Tottenham. 15 shots for Arsenal, 6 for Tottenham. See, we dominated in terms of shots and attack. 1 shot on target. That is terrible. 1 shot on target for Arsenal in the whole game. 1 big chance missed for both teams. Tottenham also had 1 shot on target, by the way, I will say. But they had 6 shots. We had 15-1, which isn't great. 344 accurate passes, 86% accuracy. So, in the end, Arsenal did play more on the possessional front. 283 accurate passes, 82% accuracy for Tottenham. And then we have 10 fouls committed for each team, 12 corners and 4 corners for Tottenham there. It also looks like Kai Havertz and Heung-min Son will swap shirts as well. And no problem, CDF. Appreciate all the support, game for these ones. A like and sub would be hugely appreciated. And we'll be live again for a gaming stream in about 2 hours, playing the classrooms. We'll try and finish it. If you're not interested in those, though, we'll be streaming football whenever possible. And W afternoon stream. Thank you, Mr. Messi. Appreciate it, and always love you making the cameo appearance. But yeah, appreciate you guys all today, both on YouTube and Twitch. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow if you haven't already. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, guys, and have a nice rest of your day. W's in chat as well. W's.